A natural weight loss. Have you ever tried a number of diets and failed? Maybe even tried some exercise only to find you lose a little weight, but it comes straight back again? Well, don't worry. There's a reason for that, and in this video I'll explain why it happens and how to combat it. Stress is not just a mental reaction but a physical condition. When placed under stress, your body will produce adrenaline, but it also produces a hormone called cortisol. This hormone is responsible for pumping energy in the form of sugar into the body to fuel the adrenaline rush. Stress is then a natural bodily function designed to keep us alive and reactive to things going on in the world. Unfortunately, there is then a negative byproduct if you are not using this energy. Stress in the modern world often takes the form of money worries, issues in the office, family problems, and much more. The extra blood sugar that is being released has nowhere to go except settle around your stomach to be used later as fat. Because of this, many people are keeping or gaining weight without even realizing it. Of course, there are other factors, but stress is one that very few people talk about. Stress, however, needs to be controlled and fought against, such as an unhealthy diet needs to be. It may be the one thing stopping you from losing the pounds you so desperately want to. Stress and anxiety is in fact a double-edged sword. Not only does it produce excess blood sugars that turn to fat, but it also encourages you to use food as a comfort tool. You may tuck into chocolate or fast food for that instant hit. That is the culinary equivalent of a warm hug from a loved one. Eating these foods that are bad for you when you are stressed does not mean you are weak-minded. You are just following your biological programming. Tests on rats have shown that under stress, organisms naturally engage in pleasure-seeking behavior, in particular high-calorie food. Other tests have shown that men who only manage to get 4 hours sleep a night have an average of 37% higher level of cortisol, the hormone that is responsible for energy sugar, than those who get a full 8 hours. And that is one of the biggest reasons for lack of sleep: stress. On top of that, it is imperative you get a good night's sleep when trying to shed the pounds, because a deep sleep leads to high secretions of a natural occurring hormone called human growth hormone. This protects your muscle mass, and it is muscle that helps to maintain a steady burning metabolism. We're not talking bodybuilding type muscle here either, just the natural kind we all have. Of course, if you're already stressed, the chances are that you are getting enough sleep already, and so you're caught in a vicious circle that is affecting your weight loss. Going to your doctors to ask about prescriptive sleeping tablets are one option, but should be used alongside a healthy lifestyle but not in place of one. Fortunately, despite stress being the silent diet killer, there are some easy ways to fight it. Firstly, with a little bit of exercise, you can help yourself get an easy night's sleep, which kills 2 birds with 1 stone. Just a brisk walk every day will be enough for your body to fall asleep naturally at the end of the day. A good breakfast is also associated with reduced stress levels. Skipping breakfast is just asking for trouble and will actually have a negative effect on your weight loss. You need to eat breakfast to fuel your energy resources. This will also manage your cortisol levels. Cereal is especially good at this. Fish, although it's not to everyone's liking, is another food that should be added to your diet to reduce stress and therefore help weight loss. Oily fish particularly are high in omega-3. A tin of boneless sardines costs little and is delicious on toast. This alone contains a week's worth of omega-3, which is great for your diet plan. Finally, learn to accept stress and use it. In other words, make stress work for you. We all need a little stress to keep us on our toes, and in this day and age it is everywhere. The trick is to put things into perspective and ask yourself, are things really that bad? There are sick children and sadness across the world, and often we let everyday things stress us out needlessly. Remember, combating stress with a healthy diet could just be the miracle weight loss plan you've been looking for.